surfboard manufacturer Bing Copeland. There are plenty of words to describe David's style, but none of them as good as watching or listening to the young master himself. David Nueva.
I usually like to ride high up in the wave, so if anything came down in front of me, I could just whiz on by it by taking a drop and going around it. It's really good to ride high because then when you need the speed, you can let it go.
David was getting a few pointers from Bing Copeland and went right back out and got a beautiful head dip and a roller coaster all in one wave. David has never ridden any big waves before, but this is the first time he was out at Sunset Beach, Hawaii, and handled it like a pro. But David's favorite waves are small waves at Belchland, hanging right on the nose, turning sideways, dropping down the wave sideways, and pulling out while still on the nose. David's still searching for his perfect wave. Here he is at the Bonsai Pipeline.
I love Bonsai. It's a feeling like going down the roller coaster for the first time in your life, taking a drop there. And when you get locked in, it's like being in a different world. You're at the top of your climax inside of a wave like that. You're just all shaking and everything. You don't know if you're going to make it or not.
Some surfers would be satisfied with this wave you're going to see. But to David, this was not his perfect ride. To some, it would be the ultimate. Even small waves at Haleiwa, he's hanging heel. That's creativity in its pure form. Some surfers like to slip slide across the face of a wave. David likes to slip slide down the face of a wave. And this is as close as you can get to that perfect ride as David runs up to the nose, pops the tail block out, does a head dip, and slides down the face of the wave while on the nose, fin first.
In 1965, is easily the best goofy footer of the longboarder era.
One of the finest of the young creative surfers is Billy Hamilton, a purist of the Phil Edwards School of Surfing. Billy's artistry on a board is typified with poise, grace, and style. If any one of the Golden Breed can find that perfect ride, Billy has one of the best chances. If you watch Billy in slow motion, you can tell that his body is in the same form of the wave. He uses so much body English that you can't tell the difference between him and the board, keeping just ahead of that whitewater and complete control at all times. This is a good example of involvement. Being a part of the wave. Not trying to fight it, but going right with it. Another power surfer is Butch Van Aartshalen, the king of the pipeline. Butch is getting ready to go out to Sunset Beach.
When I'm at Sunset or Bonsai or Waimea or Makaha on big surf, I feel that I'm putting my ability that I really have as Butch Van Aartshalen in a big wave because it's my type of surf. I really like to get behind it.
He powers through this first little section. Now watch him drop down to the bottom of the wave, and it looks like there's nothing left of the wave. Until it throws over that second reef inside, he switches stance and gets locked right inside.
If I'd lose my temper, I better known for that in my day of surfing is losing my temper.
Here's Butch surfing some small waves at Pupukea late in the evening. The only one out in the water. He had the waves all to himself, and he was having the best time of his life.
But at the pipeline, I think just about anybody will agree with me. The pipeline is my kind of wave.
And here Butch is surfing Waimea Bay, doing something that only surfers have been doing for the last 2 years, and Butch was the first to do it. Watch closely on the next wave as he drops in. He switches his stance, dropping in left foot forward, getting down to the bottom of the wave, and after he gets to speed, he'll switch stance as he comes out of the whitewater. And here's the ride at the pipeline that made Butch famous. He took off and got completely engulfed in this tube. He was so jazzed he had to sit it out, and he gave himself an applause. One of the leading newcomers to the Golden Breed is a Hawaiian surfer by the name of Eddie Aikau. Eddie's really burning up the big wave circuit. Here he is surfing Waimea Bay.
Waimea Bay is a place of, I think, is where the biggest waves come in to the surfers out there, I give each one of them a lot of credit and respect for them because it's their life. It's their life they're playing with out there, and a lot of big names and all that are married. They love those waves so much. I think, and I wonder sometimes why they go out, because they got families and kids, and those waves out there are powerful.
They call Mike Doyle the Iron Man. He does just about everything in surfing, and he does it well. Mike rides tandem, he rides big and small waves, surfs in contests, and is the all-around surfer. But perhaps the biggest contribution Mike has made to surfing is the work that he has put into it to help develop it into a sport. In a beautiful takeoff at Waimea Bay, a vertical drop. He drops down to the bottom and the whole wave collapses behind him. And it looks like he's going to wipe out, but Mike, being the power man he is, comes right out. Another all-around surfer in California is Steve Bigler. Steve made a recent trip to Honolulu Bay on the island of Maui and shows a good style against a beautiful wave. Steve Bigler.
On a good day, I feel that the waves are the ultimate in surfing.
One of the youngest of the Golden Breed is Jock Sutherland. He's risen from obscurity to the top in just 2 years, carried by a style that makes every ride look easy no matter how tough the waves. Jock is a surfer who knows no fear.
When you paddle out in the water, the peaks are shifting all over the place, and you're just encased in a big glass room with the sun shining through it. Wonderful. Shifting stance is really a functional maneuver because you can get tighter into the waves. You can see what you're doing more. Although going backside's a lot of fun.
Just listen to two-time world champion Felipe Pomar of Peru as he describes the big drop.